Hi, thank you for your interest in the Inner Healing Program. This program was designed to help you find your inner happiness and inner peace. So if you find that at present you struggle with your emotions, struggle with emotions such as anxiety, fear, worry, anger, irritation, frustration, helplessness, hopelessness, shame, guilt, whatever the emotion is, if you find that you feel like these emotions control you right now and you have no control over them, this program is a good fit for you. This program is also a great fit if you find that you are stressed out all the time. You're feeling overwhelmed all the time. You go to work and there's stress at work. You come home and you feel stressed out at home. You feel like you're always just stressed out and you no longer know how to feel happiness, how to feel feelings such as love and compassion. If you feel you are experiencing a block in your life, you're feeling stuck and don't know how to proceed, then this program is great for you as well. If you find that you struggle with your sleep at night, if you find that you're having difficulty falling asleep, you have difficulty staying asleep because the thoughts, the negative thoughts, the stressful thoughts are just overwhelming, keeping you awake at night, this program is a good fit for you. If you find that you're visiting the doctor quite frequently for conditions that are stress-induced, conditions to do with your digestive system, conditions to do with your immune system, blood pressure, cholesterol, stress-induced conditions, then this program is a good fit for you as well. What this program does is it integrates evidence-based techniques such as mindfulness-based interventions, heart math interventions, and interventions from positive psychology. It integrates all these evidence-based techniques and interventions into one area, giving you the program, the most effective program in managing your stress, managing your emotions, transforming your life. So now let's take a look at how the Inner Healing Program works. The easiest way I find to explain this program is by using the triangle. On the top of the triangle is the breath, and on the bottom of the triangle is the body and mind. When we are under stress, these three areas are affected. So think of how you breathe when you're experiencing a stressful emotion, when you're experiencing a negative emotion. What happens to your breath? You might find that often it's shallow, it's fast-paced but shallow. There's less oxygen going into your body. What happens to your body? What happens to your physiology? Your heart starts to beat fast, you start sweating, you have tingling in your hands. But what happens to your eating habits? You might find that you eat more when stressed out or you eat less. What happens to your sleep? Your sleep is affected. You find that you have difficulty falling asleep with stressful thoughts, or you're having difficulty staying asleep. Think about your body posture. What happens to your body posture? Often the body gets into this closed-off position. Think of how you stand when you feel proud of yourself, when you feel confident, when you feel happy, when you feel grateful. You're often standing up nice and tall and you have an open position. And we're going to go into details about all that, how you can biohack your system. Now, the other important thing to understand about your physiology, about your body, is what happens in your autonomic nervous system. Because the Inner Healing Program is all about balancing this autonomic nervous system. This autonomic nervous system has two branches, and this is very important. One of the branch of the autonomic nervous system is the sympathetic branch, also known as your fight, flight, and freeze response. And the other branch is called the parasympathetic, and that parasympathetic branch is responsible for restoring your body, for digestion, for reproduction. So everything that your body does when it's not in a fight, flight, or freeze response, that's done by your parasympathetic. So when your body's under stress or when it thinks there's a threat, because often these days we don't have real threats to our life, we just have perceived threats. Threats when you watch TV, you hear about all the things going wrong. When you're at work, you have deadlines, so there's a threat, then you may not be able to finish the deadline or finish the project on time. There's often a perceived threat in our lives. And because of that, there's an increased tone in our sympathetic nervous system. And this sympathetic nervous system pumps out a hormone called cortisol. And this hormone is what negatively affects our body. This particular hormone is meant to be in our body only for short periods of time. We are meant to experience only short periods of negative emotions. However, we are becoming chronically stressed out population. We experience long periods of negative emotions and long periods of stress and just short periods of happiness and gratitude and kindness and care, all these positive emotions just for short periods. Now in the Inner Healing Program, what we're going to teach you is how to increase your parasympathetic tone. How to release hormones such as DHEA, which is also an anti-aging hormone, which is a hormone responsible for cell renewal. When you increase the parasympathetic tone, it decreases the sympathetic tone. It decreases the cortisol in your body. It helps your body to heal from all the wear and tear that occurred due to stress. It improves your immune system. You sleep better. So the body, it's very important to know what happens in your body. And that is one of the things that we teach in the Inner Healing Program. The third area that we focus on is the mind. Think of what happens to your mind when you feel stressed out. Your thoughts become more stressed out. Your emotions matter. If you're already in a negative state of mind, you find that you attract more negative thoughts as well. We're going to teach you how to manage your mind. So let's look at the other slides and go into a little bit more detail about the three areas. Into detail, one of the areas is the breath. We're going to talk about breath awareness. We're going to talk about abdominal breathing, rhythmic breathing, heart-based breathing. Going into the physiology, we're going to talk about nutrition. We're going to talk about sleep. It's always good to have a good sleep hygiene. An hour before your bedtime, there are certain routines that can help you have a deep sleep and stay asleep. Body postures, physical activity. We won't go into physical activity, but we will be talking about certain postures in yoga, certain postures that can help you increase the tone of the parasympathetic nervous system. The third area is our mind. You're going to learn about awareness. You want to become aware of your thoughts. You want to become aware of your emotions. You want to become aware of what are the limiting beliefs that you have that is limiting you. The other area is your emotions. Are your emotions, or are you experiencing negative emotions throughout the day and just having moments of joy? We're all supposed to experience positive emotions majority of time and just experience moments of negative emotions. But these days we're all chronically stressed that we are not experiencing positive emotions all the time. Instead, we are experiencing negative emotions all the time, and positive emotions for just a few seconds, maybe when you buy something at a store that you love, or when you get a compliment from someone. But people have lost the ability to experience positive emotions. And you can experience positive emotions. You don't have to buy something, or you don't need a compliment from someone to experience these positive emotions. And we're going to teach you that, or teach you how to. We talked about the thoughts, or we are going to talk about the thoughts in the Inner Healing Program. Our thoughts are very important. It matters what we think. If you have thoughts, or your thoughts are mainly in the past, you probably struggle with a lot of symptoms of anxiety. The thoughts about your past, if let's say something bad happened to you and you're thinking about that all the time, the mind does not know the difference. Mind does not know it's a thought from the past. Your body releases the same chemicals that were released when you were going through that event. At this moment, if you're having the thought right now, those chemicals are released right now. Your body doesn't know when you're thinking of something in the future, if you're thinking of something bad that is going to happen to you in the future, your body does not know that. The body thinks it's happening to you right now. So the same chemicals, the stress hormones, are getting released into your body just by you thinking of your thoughts in the future. Limiting beliefs, that's another area we focus on. Are you limited in the things that you do because of your limiting beliefs? Do you believe that you're not enough? We teach you how to transform the limiting thoughts like you're not enough, you're not loved, you're not valuable. These are some of the limiting beliefs people struggle with, and we will teach you how to transform those limiting beliefs. We'll teach you how to form a strong identity in who you are. So your identity is not based on what others tell you who you are. So that was the inner healing program in a nutshell.